Hey guys, thanks again for watching Lost Memories Films. Let's dive right into it. December 11th, 1978. A stolen black Ford Econoline van is sitting outside of New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. Inside, several men are waiting for a signal. They're moments away from pulling off what would be, at the time, the largest cash robbery in U.S. history. The Lufthansa Heist.
Authorities aren't saying much more than they believe this to be the largest robbery in American history and that the investigation continues.
At 3:12 a.m., the signal comes in. The group of men immediately go to work. The van backs up to the Lufthansa airline terminal. They enter the loading dock with ski masks and loaded weapons. 64 minutes later, they quietly exit and load the van with $5 million in untraceable cash and another $1 million in jewels. The heist was allegedly planned by Jimmy Burke, an associate of the Lucchese family, and carried out by several associates. The plot began when a bookmaker named Martin Krugman told Henry Hill that Lufthansa flew in currency once a month to its cargo terminal at John F. Kennedy International Airport. Henry Hill was an associate of Jimmy Burke. The information had originally come from Louis Werner, a worker at the airport who apparently owed Krugman $20,000 for gambling debts, and from his co-worker, Peter Gruenwald. Werner and Gruenwald had previously been successful in stealing $22,000 in foreign currency from their employer Lufthansa in 1976, so the robbery could definitely be done. Burke began assembling a team and plotting the heist alongside Werner, Krugman, and other associates who knew the inner workings of the airport and how security worked there. Werner even supplied Jimmy with the information on where to park, what time to enter, and how long they should stay inside. Jimmy Burke's son, Frank, would drive one of the backup vehicles, and Parnell Edwards' job, which was another associate of Burke, was to dispose of the van afterwards. Depending on the role in the robbery, each participant was to receive $10,000 to $50,000. However, those amounts were based on the estimated haul, which was only $2 million compared to the actual take of $5.8 million. When the men entered the terminal, John Murray, a senior cargo agent, was the first employee to be taken hostage. He was walked into the lunchroom, where 5 other Lufthansa employees were on their meal break since 3 a.m. They were ordered to lay flat on the floor with their eyes closed. Murray was asked who else was in the warehouse. He said that Rudy Eyrich, the night shift cargo traffic manager, and Kerry Whalen, a cargo transfer agent, were somewhere in the building as well. Murray was forced to lure Eyrich to come upstairs and eventually join the rest of the captured employees. Outside the terminal, Whalen, the other cargo agent, noticed 2 unmasked men sitting in a black van at the Lufthansa cargo building 261 ramp as he drove past. Whalen parked and walked towards the van. One of the men told him to get inside. Whalen screamed for help and tried to run away, but was pistol whipped and thrown in the back of the van. He was brought to join the other hostages in the lunchroom. Inside the warehouse, employee Rolf Redman heard a noise by the loading ramp and went to investigate. He was also captured and brought with Whalen to the lunchroom to join the others. Then, some of the robbers took Eyrich at gunpoint and headed to the double-door vault. Once inside, they removed 72 15-pound cartons of untraceable money from the vault and placed them in the van. At 4:21 a.m., the van pulled to the front of the building. There was also a crash car waiting nearby as well. 2 gunmen climbed into the van as the others got into the Buick. The Lufthansa employees were told not to call the Port Authority police until 4:30 a.m., and true to their word, under threat of death, they did just that. In just 64 minutes, the Lufthansa heist was over. Soon after the heist, Jimmy Burke, the man who orchestrated the whole thing, became very paranoid after he started feeling the heat. How can he guarantee everyone's silence? Well, he couldn't. Burke would end up killing off virtually all of the men involved. After all, dead men tell no tales. Even today, 40 years after the heist, only 1 man has ever served time for the direct involvement with the crime. How crazy is that? Either way, it was this day, December 11th, one of the longest, not to mention bloodiest, open cases in American history took place. The Lufthansa heist. Thanks for watching this video on Lost Memories Films. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more content. Oh, and speaking of videos, there's 2 you can click on right there. Thanks. Bye.